thank you so much for being here. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Goodness.
Now, I love that you rescue stray animals. How long have you been doing that?
I've been rescuing animals since I was a little girl. And growing up, living in Philadelphia, I saw the problem and I wanted to go out and make a difference, which is how I got a chance to meet Eva. Eva is a dog. Someone contacted me on social media. They said, hey, it's a dog running out in the snowstorm. And I'm like, are you sure it's a dog? I mean, it was less than 20 degrees outside.
Right.
So I asked her to send me the location. She sent me the location. I went out and it took a couple of days, a community effort. And it means a lot to me because when we come together as a community, we can make a difference.
Absolutely.
And lo and behold, that day I went out with my daughter, she said, stop the car. I'm like, what is it? And it was her. So a few hours later, we were able to contain her and she got adopted.
Wow.
Yeah.
And see, and I know that's beautiful.
Yes.
And I'm sure, now I know that it's not only important to you, but it's also important for your daughter. And you are a single mom with also a full-time job. How do you have time to do all of this?
Honestly, I don't even know myself. But honestly, just to have that, do something outside of myself. And I saw the problem. A lot of people turn a blind eye to animals, especially in Philadelphia. And I wanted to go out in my community. So, I mean, you can call me 3 o'clock in the morning. If I'm available, I come right out immediately because in my mind, once you get a photo of an animal that's astray and just abandoned, neglected, and once you get that image in your mind, you immediately get invested. So I do everything I can to help as much as I can. Yeah.
And even with helping, why is it so important to raise awareness in Philly about what you're doing?
Philadelphia, it's a rough situation, and a lot of the problem come from low-income families. And with the pandemic and everything that was going on, a lot of people are unable to afford animals, which is why they get dumped on the streets. So with that and the lack of education, I wanted to create a platform so that way I can encourage other people to get involved, especially people of color. There's a lot of, it's a lack of diversity in rescue. And I wanted to be the voice and most importantly show that if I am capable of doing it, anyone can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, you know what it is too, and for anybody that has owned a pet of any kind, you know that connection to another soul, another being, it is a very real thing. So I really appreciate what you're doing and all the love that you're putting out there. Now listen, we have a lot more to get to. We're gonna take a break, but there will be more with Nina Love right after this. All right, we are back with Nina Love. Now, you are setting up a nonprofit called the Black Thornberry. How'd you come up with that name?
Oh my gosh, people ask me that all the time. I'm not sure if everyone's watched Nickelodeon, but it was a show called The Wild Thornberries.
Yep.
And it was, I know, I love that show. It was based off of a young girl named Eliza. She traveled around the world in an RV with her family. So growing up, I'm like, you know, and she had the ability to talk to animals. Who wouldn't want that, you know? Any animal lover will want, I mean, you come home, hey, how you doing? They talk back, you mean, what? So, I mean, honestly, just growing up and seeing that, I said, one day I want to be just like her. And I made it happen. And I wanted to do everything I can, which is why I created this organization, and just doing what I can to get the animals off the streets and being the voice for the voiceless.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I understand you're also fundraising for Black Thornberry as well, right?
Yes, I have, the vet bills are extremely expensive.
Sure.
And I mean, it's one thing to pick an animal off the streets, but there's a lot tied into it. I mean, as far as getting them vetted and the proper care and the spay and neuter, which is why I created a GoFundMe for vet bills and vaccinations. So if someone wants to be a part of this mission that I'm on and want to be able to support, they can support and help for pay for spay and neuter.
Absolutely.
And I created a GoFundMe just for that. So when I post on social media, people are invested, they want to help out, they can donate to help me save another life.
I love it. And you know, we love hearing stories like this. Nina, since you're a huge fan of the show, it's the farewell season and you know, we had to get you some swag. So let's bring out the gift here.
What? Oh my.
Absolutely.
What? Thank you.
And you know, there's actually one more gift in here. If you want to just take a peek under that shirt right there.
What is that?
Absolutely. That's you.
No.
100%. So we love hearing stories like this. I know we gave you $5,000 from TisBest on the digital series, All Good Things. And TisBest wants to give you another $5,000 to help rescue animals.
Thank you so much.
Right. Now, to experience the true power of giving, visit TisBest.org. I want to thank Oliver Hudson. I want to thank Lana Condor. I want to thank my friend Ellen for asking me to host again. Nina Love, thank you for all of the energy and love that you're putting into the world out here.
Absolutely thankful.
What you're feeling right now, take this, spread it around as much as you possibly can. This is what we need. Thank y'all for watching. Bye, y'all.